Today we are in West Town, which is more of an area rather than a neighborhood.
A short distance away from downtown, Fry the Coop's owner, Joe, has its roots in West Town, starting with his grandparents. We'll save that story for later, but this Chicago-based joint specializes in bringing the heat from chicken sandwiches in Nashville up to the Midwest.
Hey! Welcome to Fry the Coop. I'm Joe, I'm the founder.
I'm Tia, we're from the Eats.
Really nice to meet you guys. So excited you're here. Let me show you guys around. So this used to be a fine dining restaurant, and we actually converted it into a dive bar that serves Nashville hot chicken. We really wanted to bring some of that roots of the dive barness into the restaurant. One thing that you can notice is the floors are all scratched up. These were the original floors that were here. But when the contractors came in, they're like, "Do you want us to put something down on the floor?" No, we want it scratched up. They're like, "We've never heard that one before." One thing we also really love is bringing the history of the neighborhood into the restaurant.
Yeah.
So we found all these old pictures from all around the neighborhood that we actually printed and then put on the walls. What's really cool is my family grew up in this neighborhood, and we actually got to print some of their pictures from my grandma that were taken literally blocks away from here. So this is my great-great-grandfather. He was in a marching band that they used to do. This building was built in 1887. So this was 7 years after the Chicago fire. So these bricks are literally 142 years old, which is really crazy. Our chicken wall, I painted this baby myself. And that comes inspired from a wall in Venice Beach, California called the Heart Wall. And the Heart Wall was meant to be about love, but we kind of took our spin on it and made our beautiful little chickens.
I love the neon sign. That's very memorable here.
Yeah, Nashville hot chicken in rainbow colors. To my knowledge, nothing else in the world exists like that. We love everybody, whatever your background is, whatever you believe in, we just love everybody. So that is kind of a symbol of love. We like to exclusively sell Chicago beer. So that's something there's a lot of breweries that popped up in the last 5-6 years. And those are small businesses in Chicago that we want to support. This is where the magic happens. Our menu is really small, so we keep a really small kitchen, and we kind of try to get everything compact into what we do and keeping it really simple. We have different heat levels: mild, medium, hot, crazy, and then little insanity. And so each one of those dry rubs have different peppers in them that make it spicier. But what's cool about that is each different peppers have a different way they affect your body.
Okay.
And so our mild rub that goes on the chicken, this is after it gets out of the fryer, just has a little bit of pinch of heat, But then once you start working your way up to medium or even hot, we have ghost pepper, habanero peppers, and then as we climb up the ladder, we have Carolina Reaper, which is the hottest pepper in the world, the Trinidad scorpion pepper, and the ghost pepper. So the combination of all those make it really spicy. And so what we do is once the chicken comes out of the fryer, it gets dipped in a seasoned beef fat. That seasoned beef fat acts as a binder kind of for the dry rub that goes on it. So as soon as it gets out of the beef fat dip, we coat it up with the dry rub. So you notice the chicken has this reddish kind of color to it, but that's where all the magic is.
So I feel like I have to ask this question first. Why Nashville hot chicken in Chicago? What's your story?
Oh my goodness. So I was in California. I was at this restaurant called the Crack Shack, and I got a Nashville hot chicken sandwich. They gave it a little bit of a cute name, so I didn't know it was Nashville hot chicken. And I went to bed dreaming about this sandwich, literally dreaming. I was just obsessed with cooking it, making it, and I realized you can't get it anywhere. I mean, there's places, but not, it's far and few between. And so I noticed in the Chicago market, there was really nowhere to get a Nashville hot chicken sandwich. So I wasn't the first, but we were one of the first people to bring Nashville hot chicken, definitely to the suburbs of Chicago.
So how has COVID affected your restaurant? How have you guys adjusted to that?
So we freaked out when we had to close our dining rooms, but we immediately pivoted to takeout orders, but not letting anyone in the building. So we removed our front doors and had contractors come in and build us takeout windows at the front door. We really bumped up online ordering, encouraged all of our guests to jump on online ordering and get in it, and it worked out really well. That pivot was perfect. our job is to make people happy. So, and it's like all this negativity going on, like we get to focus, like just live in our bubble and we get to deliver happiness.
Why Chicago?
I grew up in Chicago, so this is my roots. Our home is here. There's a church right around the corner from here. 1959, my grandparents got married at that church. I mean, I really feel like home here, you know, like the people, the vibe, the energy. There's nothing like Chicago.
Have you faced any criticism just being like in Chicago, like, hey, I have the Nashville hot chicken?
Oh, for sure, yeah. And people compare us to Nashville hot chicken all the time. One thing that we do very differently, so when you're in Nashville, you get bone-in chicken. With us, we made the sandwich the hero of our story. So we don't do any bone-in chicken here. What we do authentically to Nashville hot chicken is we season the chicken. How we cook it, how we season it, and how we prepare it is very spot on to authentic Nashville hot chicken.
Can you tell us how Fry the Coop ties in with the community around here, specifically Westtown?
The people support us, and we feel like it's our duty to give back. One thing we started doing during the pandemic is started bringing first responders food meals on us.
Yeah.
There's a hospital pretty close to here, and their cafeteria closed down, and there was no way for them to really grab lunch, so we were bringing them lunch all the time. Another local restaurant who we love, it's a Korean fine dining restaurant across the street, they had to close down. And so we donated to them just some of our profits to help them, you know, actually pay their staff while they were off. And then another thing we do every once in a while is we get together and we clean the streets. So we work with this group, you know, those guys who are on the side of the road cleaning up the garbage. We do that. So we put on the orange vest and we kind of walk around the neighborhood and just clean up the trash, you know. Just keep the place nice. We always want to give back and really make an impact.
Wow.
It smells amazing.
I
Look
can
at this
actually
spread. Oh my God.
smell the spices,
Yeah.
but I can smell the sweetness coming off from the honey butter kind of intertwined with that
Right.
spice. So it doesn't really burn my nose. It's like kind of like just tickles it a little bit right here. The waffle itself is really good.
You can definitely taste that dry rub on there.
These are really, really meaty pieces of chicken. This chicken sandwich will definitely fill you up versus like other chicken sandwich where the meat's a little more flimsy. You can see you got melted cheese on top, bottom, I think that's the Coop sauce, some pickles. You can see some of that dry rub.
Yeah, oh my gosh. All right.
Wow. These pickles, I thought they were hot pickles, but they're actually really juicy. I'm just amazed by the size of this chicken. Like seriously. Typically, I would need
That's
2
thick.
chicken sandwiches to fill me up, you know? But I think 1 sandwich would do me
Definitely.
justice. So this is one of their sides of potato salad. You can really taste the,
Ooh,
kind of like a deviled egg taste.
it looks like it has some type of, like, maybe even cayenne in it.
It's probably the dry rub they use, the mild rub.
It tastes like a summer picnic.
Summer picnic.
So good.
I'll trade this for the mac and cheese.
Okay.
Let me know how it tastes.
You never say no to mac and cheese.
Never. There's actually some sweetness in this.
Yeah,
It's
I
like the
taste that.
Perfect complement to a spicy chicken sandwich. They perfectly balance spice and sweetness together.
Yep.
Nothing was overbearing in flavor. You can really taste all the aspects of each food item. We didn't get anything hotter than medium, I think, which is okay. Because I don't know if we'll be able to survive the
You would
hot,
be
crazy,
seeing
and a little insanity, right?
Sweat on camera.
Oh yeah, it would not be a fun experience.
I am extremely pleased with everything in this spread. Nothing that I would not try again. I would try everything, oh my gosh, 3 times, 4 times over. Cheers to Fry the Coop.
Try the Coop.